Vale, ya estamos aquí. Muy buenas a todos, chavales. Aquí estamos con otro directo más. Yo estoy el segundo capítulo de Game of Thrones. Seguimos después de lo ocurrido. Hola, Joniel. Primero, ¿qué tal, pana? Deja tu like. ¿Tú has visto alguna vez la serie Game of Thrones, Joniel? Bueno, te voy contando un poco lo que me he jugado en este primer capítulo. Es que habíamos hecho por y el otro que no sé, me acuerdo cuál era. Los Roderick. No, los nos fuimos con nuestro personaje Gareth a buscar consejo tal, estar seguros, pero da la casualidad que la familia que nos tienen amenazados en busca de Gareth y de también tiene que emprender un viaje hacia por un mensaje que le dejó Lord Forrester y bueno, pues la verdad que no me acordaba mucho de lo que habíamos jugado, pero vamos, más o menos lo he resumido. No mucho. Yo tampoco, ¿eh? Yo solo había visto resúmenes y tal, pero en plan, serie no la había visto mucho. Me había leído un poco antes de iniciar el primer directo en qué se basaba este juego, en plan, para informarme un poco, para dar esa carta de presentación. Y bueno, pero sin más, sí, solo sé que se ambienta un poco a finales de la tercera temporada y entre la quinta, o sea, es un poco así. Vamos a continuar donde lo dejamos, que creo que habíamos cambiado de personaje.
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor.
Los juegos están en inglés y son de toma de decisiones, Joniel. Si... Las decisiones a veces las tomáis vosotros, ¿eh? Sí, eso. Ya. De vuelta en círculo. A ver, la caja está. Voy a decir baúl, pero el niño caja. Ojo la carta. Este es el... Sí, el árbol de el árbol este.
Ethan made this for me.
Ethan. ¿Ha dicho Ethan? ¿Son todas las hermanas? What the fuck? No sabía. A ver esta monedita.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
Está bien. Bueno, vamos a tomar la carta, que es lo interesante, ¿no? ¿Por qué está ese ajuste en plan de mirar una carta y no leerla, tío? O sea, es muy what the fuck.
Much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Está bien.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Bueno, pues ya está. Ya he mirado todo, ¿no? Vale. No me deja mirar más cosas. A ver, ¿qué es esto?
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
A ver quién llama.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Es un chico de la calle.
No, it's fine. Come in.
No sé cómo va, esto. Está dejando cosas ahí,
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of
No
course.
quiero dar
milady.
mucha información, no sé quién es.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do. Sorry. My apologies for even asking. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Pregunta mucho el chaval
Cersei.
Este... No sé. Es raro.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
You were eavesdropping?
No, not at all. I was just passing by and I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
Se van a poner a discutir, va a venir la Lady no sé qué.
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Acabo de
Lady
entrar.
Marjorie, you're
Acabo
early.
de verla salir.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Va.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but
Por acaso lo
she's
decimos
waiting for us
porque...
now, and I promised I would bring you
Por si
to
las
her.
moscas.
I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Madre mía, me va a poner a hablar
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
con la reina del rey. Y madre. A ver.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Vamos, que eres cauteloso.
Good luck.
Como que me lo he buscado. ¿No puedo
You can do
acercarme?
this.
Madre de Dios. El trono mitiquísimo,
Ah, Lady Marjorie.
de este.
Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your
De
Grace?
los Tyrion, sí.
With your
Su Alteza.
permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a
Porque me han
northern
puesto la
house
opción, tío,
loyal
si no.
to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is. The girl can speak for her house.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did name Joffrey as the one true king.
Su respuesta no lo convenció.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Our talent is unrivaled, Your Grace. Forrester Ironwood is highly sought after in the Seven Kingdoms.
So I'm told. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
A ver.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
Hostia.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
would... Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
Madre de Dios. Nadie me dice nada. Bueno, pues...
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging.
Bueno. Pues,
You can do this.
y pasa, no sé, o sea, pasa que le das al botón de estar otra vez y vuelves a la sección. Sí, pero hay partes del juego en el que si mueres te vas a la mierda.
Ah, Lady Marjorie.
Y
Aren't
ese
you
personaje
looking
muere,
lovely this evening?
¿vale? Y no quiero liarla,
Lord Tyrion,
¿vale?
Your Grace.
A ver, si hubieseis elegido vosotros, pues
With your permission,
matiño las
allow me
consecuencias,
to
pero
introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Pero claro, hemos empezado bien así.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is. The girl can speak for her house.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet... For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Hasta aquí vamos
Perhaps too clever for her
bien, más o
own
menos.
good.
The girl did name Joffrey as the one true king.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Roose Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end. Old allegiances
Es
are
la
not
que lleva
easily
el mar y
abandoned. But
quería
now that the
responder
war
luego
is
el
over,
cuadrado.
we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern
Vale.
Army.
Y aquí es cuando un poco la
It raises
cosa.
an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the wall? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault
Uy, espera, se me iba a apagar la tele. Vale. Seguimos.
her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very
claro,
person
Kimi.
whom you serve, what would you
Aquí es
do
cuando
then?
respondí todo esto. Vale.
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Bueno.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable
el
man.
padre de nuestro protagonista.
You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord
Gracias,
Tyrion.
hombre.
That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. No doubt Lady Marjorie will forgive you. Eventually. My sister and I
Me ponen
have
una
our
silla, tío.
differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades.
¿No estás más
I take
concentrado?
mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard. Not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even...
Joder. Hombre, si va.
suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion.
Ay.
Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
You'll get us in trouble.
We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
Joder.
Would you marry Joffrey?
Una película.
To become queen?
Una película. Sí.
He does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right. Of course. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Game of Thrones.
Well? Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were
Es que el
brave,
tono parecía
but I
otro.
know you must fear what
El
the
tono,
Boltons might
bueno.
do to your family.
El tono me ha puesto
I do
un poco
appreciate
bravo.
your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Hostia puta, tío. A ver, es una opción. A ver.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
I prefer to speak with you alone.
Sí, pues no lo sé.
Go on. Ask.
If you could
Sí.
ask Joffrey to intervene on behalf of my family. Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath to see my brother bend the knee. If Joffrey could send a raven and tell the Boltons no one at House Forrester is to be harmed.
That is no small request, especially now. Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire? Joffrey will not look favorably on such a request.
I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
You're the only one who can help me.
No voy a mentir.
You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Seguimos con Gareth. Después de... Bueno. Y se nos va el caballo y todo. Qué guapo, ¿eh? Hostia, lo están torturando, tío.
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Ay, ¿de qué persona? Francis.
Not my best work, unfortunately.
Vale.
I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these Forresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh. Listen. There.
Madre.
Hear that?
A correr.
I know I heard something.
Que me puedo quedar. Que me puedo quedar. Corre, chaval. Me podía quedar, los huevos, y me secuestran, ¿sabes?
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
Why are you telling me this?
To help you rule, Lord Ethan. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move!
What the fuck?
Summon the Lord! We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
He intentaba sobrevivir. Claro, lo ha robado o algo.
Lord Ethan. Maester.
Why did you kick this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks truth.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy, go!
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
Then you admit to the crime, in front of all gathered here.
I am only what this house made me. You cannot expect a man to live on loyalty alone.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers.
Algunos dicen, mátalo.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
Men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the wall.
Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Make him pay for what he stole. Give us justice.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. He's a thief.
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
De la salida. Eso es piedad. Al muro es que lo echamos. Encontrar tras el... Hombre. A ver, enviarlo al muro, echarlo... a ver... No está siendo, a ver, no está siendo muy que digamos muy formal. O sea, digamos que no sé, se le ve que está una persona bastante alta. Y bueno, a ver, tampoco vayamos a matarlo, pero es que mostrar piedad, eso como ¿cómo es?
Our house tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
Bueno, espera, chavales. Vamos a tomar otra decisión, ¿vale? Pues chaval. Vamos a tomar otra decisión. Creo que voy a jugar 3 horas, ¿vale? De capítulo. El capítulo dura 50 minutos, ¿vale? O sea, de lo que me queda de capítulo yo creo que es 1 hora y media, ¿no? Vale, pues yo creo que lo terminamos en 3.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership.
Es que no le quería dar eso, tío.
But 300 generations of Forester lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move! Summon the Lord! We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
Lord Ethan. Maester.
Why did you kick this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
You stole from us.
I feared for my life. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed. And not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy, no!
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for
Este quiere marcharse, ¿no?
The men are on edge as it
Men
is.
need to know they
con su
cannot do whatever the
familia,
fuck they
una
please.
familia
Their
alimentada.
Lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the war.
Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us.
Mercy.
Make him pay for what he's done. Give us this.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. He's a thief.
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Es que corta las letras de dos, tío. Es muy... what the fuck. Enviarlo al muro. Es que enviarlo al muro... Al muro es lo del... Crack.
I sentence you to the wall, where you will join the Night's Watch.
No! Please, my lord! My family, without me, they'll die!
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due.
Not just yourself, of course.
It can weigh on any lord. You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom and experience.
But Maester, that is what the small council is for.
My lord, you of all people should know that too many voices muddy the message. That is why there is one lord above all. And so there must be one advisor above the rest. There are two capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
Otra decisión. Se me van a acabar todos muriendo.
Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your Sentinel will wear this for all to see. Take it.
I'll make the right choice as Sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my
La
lord.
decisión correcta. Bueno. Madre de Dios. Se me van a morir todos, tío. Prezo. A ver, ¿tú qué me puedes contar de tus
Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
Voy. Preguntar sobre los centinelas.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course.
No
And
tengo
if I
más
may
opciones,
ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
Actually, I wanted to ask, why did you send Garrett away?
I did it for your own protection, my lord. Garrett had to go. By sending him away myself, I thought it would keep you blameless in the eyes of the Whitehills.
¿Sabes lo que me pasa con los juegos de Telltale? Que me ponen 3 textos así para leer. Y claro, que el tiempo límite a veces me da un poco. Y me da un poco de inseguridad y le doy al botón que no es, tío. Y madre mía.
Only hope to give you
Lo
an
entiendo,
advantage, and I regret any action you disapprove of.
You had your reasons, but nonetheless, you undermined my authority. I can't have that happen again.
It won't, my lord. You have my word.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your
Eso lo
advice.
deciré yo, chaval.
I'm at your service, my lord.
Otra más decisiones. Qué guapo. Dar el brazal. Ala, ya está, ¿no? Vale. Confío bastante en Duncan, la verdad. A ver. Fue el que decidió, pues, enviar a Gareth al muro. Yo también lo habría hecho, pero... Pero bueno.
Wrong! I didn't know dogs could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. What's the state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And I'll be sure to watch out for more deserters. After today, I suspect there'll be more to come.
Bueno, chavales. Me deja hablar más con él.
Yes, my lord.
Necesito continuarla.
I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins, or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need. And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Gareth to the wall. He undermined your authority, and made you look weak to the Whitehills. I would never do that to you. And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud. Seeing you make good choices as a young lord.
Your words are wise, Sir Royland.
Thank you, my lord.
I will consider them as I make my choice.
So, when will you declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord.
Hombre. Yo le he dicho que no vuelva... Que Duncan no vuelva a hacer. En cambio, el otro me lo ha prometido. Bueno, va. Por cierto, el Duncan no sé qué deberes está haciendo, pero bueno, está más quieto que la leche, bueno, pero bueno. Está más quieto que este cerdo muerto. Bueno. A ver. Ahora tengo más confianza en este, pero... Es que se me van a morir todos los personajes, tío.
Thank you, my lord, but are you sure?
Hombre, es bueno preguntándolo, ¿eh? Igual si se lo pregunto al Duncan, igual no me dice Are you sure? Igual me dice thank you very much, pero bueno. Eso el destino me está diciendo, oye, no la cagues Julen y dásela al Duncan. Pero bueno, a ver. Yo confío en mi decisión. Luego si se me muere, no sé, todo el mundo, pues bueno. ¿Qué se le va a hacer? Pero ahora mismo, teniendo guerra, pues le confío el brazal a este hombre. Bueno, chavales, como no se lo he dado, pues... Claro. Bueno, espera. Bueno, yo ya he tomado una decisión. Si... Bueno. Si luego pasa X cosa, pues bueno, porque se le va a hacer Malcolm.
Do it like you mean it.
Duncan, I've decided to name you as my sentinel. Congratulations.
Why, thank you, my lord. I'm honored. But are you sure?
Yes, of course. I'm convinced you're the man for the job.
Then I accept. But
Esta
first,
es la
you
hostia,
must summon the small council, my
chavales.
lord, to make it official.
Right. I'll tell Maester Ortengrin to do it at once.
Le voy a decir... Le voy a decir a los... Esta noche cuando diga, buah, me han nombrado centinela, qué guapo. El Duncan también, vamos, me ha confiado en mí, me han nombrado centinela. Que a los dos nos ha nombrado centinela. Bueno, pero que solo tiene que haber uno, entonces juego con nosotros, me cago en Dios. Me va a encantar esto, o sea...
Maester?
Yes, Lord.
Es la que,
Are you prepared
la
to
que
name
se va a
your
liar esta
sentinel?
noche, tío.
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
He nombrado los dos centinelas. ¿Qué te parece, crack? A mí me parece la hostia, ¿eh? A mí me parece, vamos, lo mejor.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
Pinto. No, hombre. La decisión se la voy a tomar.
Sir Royland de Gore, you will be my sentinel.
Gods be praised. You've done well, Lord Ethan. You won't regret this.
A poor choice, my lord. Forgive me for saying so, but it's true. You make a fool of me, my lord. You as much as promised it to me earlier.
That's quite enough. The matter is settled.
Now, Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
My scouts say he's a day's ride away. We've no time to waste. He'll arrive before any of our allies could be here.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls.
Quiet, Tuttle. You're not the Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the small council, is it not? Lord Ethan should hear from all of us.
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
He would see it for the empty gesture that it is, and have us flayed. We must take a measured approach, my lord.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf. But we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
There must be other options.
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
Diplomacia. Es que esa opción, tío. Bueno. Un trato. Es que llegaremos a un trato no es una respuesta en sí. Llegaremos a un trato es... vale, llegaremos a un trato. ¿Cómo? ¿Cuándo? ¿Dónde? ¿Pelearemos? Hombre, me imagino que así hemos estado en la serie pues X años, pero bueno. Y tomaremos el camino de la diplomacia. Mil perdonen. Perdonen. Necesito mirar qué es la diplomacia, tío. Círculo. No, bueno. Conjunto de personas e instituciones que se ocupan Santi espiritual, sí. Esto no puede acabar mal.
Although Sir Royland may object, I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon
Que venga Ramsay hacia aquí, ¿no? Hacia el muro.
Though it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
Bueno, invitar a Ramsay al gran salón. Haré esperar a Ramsay a las puertas. Bueno. Ramsay. Seas quien seas, por favor.
I will meet him at the gate.
Ramsay, tío.
Very good, my lord. I shall prepare the men.
Men? We hardly have any. It's a foolish plan.
That's enough from you, Tuttle. Lord Ethan has
Hay que estarlo en los muros, chaval.
I've faithfully served this house for far too long to sit here and listen
Sabiendo
to
que no
this.
Ramsay.
Forgive me, my lord, but you are far too young to be the lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
And knows.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow at the gate, and we will not offer our ironwood.
No matter what, I will stand beside you, my lord. where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
My lord, you have named your sentinel, but you still seem conflicted. And no matter what, you can't be indecisive. Not if you want to help this house. Forgive me.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter, but what's more, he has the will to fight, a hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister, and we need all the help we can get.
No me ha dado tiempo de darle el tiro.
Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you. It's
Asher. Asher es el... Es el rubio, tío. Asher es el rubio, yo creo que sí. Si no mal recuerdo, Asher era el rubio. Y creo que las tres opciones la están negando, tío.
Something we could use.
I'm prepared to do what must be done. I don't need my brother to do it for me.
Having another sword at your side always helps, especially now. I'm trying to do what's best for this family, what this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
A ver. Joder, loco. No paramos, no paramos de tomar decisiones, tío. Es un no parar, tío. Joder. Bueno. Sabiendo lo que pasa después, no... Quiero probar una cosa. Sabiendo lo que pasa después, yo quiero probar una cosa, tío. Como no hay nadie aquí, pues sabiendo lo que pasa después...
Sorry, Mother, but I can't have Malcolm bring Asher back. He will not go to Essos. That is the final word. Do you hear me?
I hear you, but this is a mistake. I wish you trusted me with this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Ya me extraña, ya me extraña. Sello de la familia Trilla. Está bien. Hombre. Tomar la llave, devolver la llave. Pero ¿esto qué? Está en la mesa, esto no lo voy a tocar, tío. Tomar el sello, devolver el sello. El sello.
Marjorie? Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you might want to know.
Aún no se ha tomado la decisión.
Thank you.
Está bien.
I thought we were friends, Mira. When you dismissed me the other day, I won't say it didn't hurt my feelings. We've known each other for years, and yet to be treated like that. I'm sorry, Sarah. You shouldn't take it personally. Well, I did. I thought there was trust between us. Friends don't hold secrets from one another. Now Lady Marjorie thinks you don't trust me, and she values your opinion very much. Sarah,
Joder.
My lady, I'll leave you to talk. What did King Joffrey say, my lady?
Me va a matar, me va a matar. Me ha lanzado la mirada de... La cagaste. O sea...
The king was not...
En este juego no voy a sobrevivir. No, el rey dijo... No. En este juego no voy a sobrevivir, tío.
inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
Ah.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
What can I do to make this better, my lady?
There's nothing you can do, Mira.
Please don't hold it against me. Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Milady. Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room.
Yo pensaba que la excusa sería la de... Nah, bajaba.
I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
It's too dangerous for me right now. And for you as well.
You needn't worry about me. I can take care of myself. Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
Tiene muy pálida la cara, tío. Buah.
Where the bloody hell is Duncan? Ah, fuck him if he's angry. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men are ready to act if needed.
Sir Royland, I trust you'll keep a level head.
Of course, my lord. But the bastard of Bolton can't be trusted to do the same.
Bolton men approaching, my lord!
Que yo ya conozco el personaje de la serie, tío.
Something wrong with your gate? Well, aren't you the little lord? No wonder you can't open the gate. Shall we help you? Now let me in. This is a lovely pile of timber, isn't it?
You're welcome inside, but your men are not.
Did you hear that, men? The Lord of the House says, fuck off. I think he's afraid of you. Wait here. For now.
For now. No huevo.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Iron.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
No one can match our skill.
Is that so? Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn.
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently.
Madre de Dios.
Quite the army you have, Lord Forrester. Very impressive.
Está realizado, tío. Está analizando qué escudos tenemos, las que tenemos. Zona. Qué guay, eh.
Look at that. More Forresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
Hostia, niño.
Force him to focus on the business at hand.
Lord Ramsay, I understand you've come here for assurance of our fealty.
Fuck fealty. We came here for justice.
We'll get to your justice. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal. I want you to show me.
Guau, esta no, esta es en mi casa, crack. Hola, Jared. Bienvenido.
My lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it? Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
Hostia, te he leído desde la pantalla y no he leído lo que me ponía, tío. En el directo se ve retrasado y puedo leer lo que ponía. A ver lo que ponía. Los famosos el doble. No, los Ramses.
You needn't worry. Your father will have what he needs.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust a Forrester. They murdered our men.
Que de supletorio.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
Lord Whitehill is a liar. That's not how it happened.
Lad? A liar? He's a Whitehill. You had me stand out in the wind and muck so you could show off your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What?
What? The Ironwood? But...
The Whitehills are nothing more than up-jump thieves!
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down. It can't be that difficult.
We have loyal craftsmen who make the finest weapons. The Whitehills have no such craftsmen. Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better
Madre.
than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me. You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
The Seven Hells he will.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Sir Royland, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened.
¿En qué momento les ha dejado entrar? Es que había dicho Forno, he dicho, pero entrar no sé en qué momento. Ha hecho una señal con la mano. Ya entró.
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
We have more to discuss, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite
La cacería, qué
Your
cojones.
sister. We'd get along well.
You've gone too far, Lord Ramsay. I demand you let her go.
I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the brave lord?
Joder, tío, lo he dicho yo. Se está acercando. Me cago en Dios.
I don't want the brave lord.
Y se me muere, tío.
Ethan! My lord! No! Even though you did bend the knee.
Es que se nos presentan aquí 30 soldados armados en el salón.
However, the foresters need to keep their end of the bargain.
Stop! Ryan!
Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Ryan!
Secuestran al niño.
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him! Fetch the maester quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mother! Stop!
Don't
let them take me!
You will not take
Stop
him!
Help me! Ryan, please!
No!
Ryan! Do something! Ethan? My son.
Por cierto, ¿qué tal? ¿Todo bien?
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
Este episodio es todo duro,
Can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again. Our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Joder. Joder, tío. Qué episodio, tío. O sea, vamos a ver. Vamos a ver el episodio, chavales. Digámoslo así, ¿vale? Es que no sé por dónde empezar. Es que desde que hemos empezado ha sido un no parar. Hablamos con la reina. Empezamos a decir que Ramsay se empieza a ir al muro. Ramsay nos mata a Ethan. Que si los problemas con la amiga. De los secretos personales y esto. Que si... Bueno, hermano. Ha sido un lío de decisiones la hostia. Joder. Que si nombrarle brazalete a este o otro. Bueno. Han sido unas decisiones muy... Joder, ha sido... Y es que encima no han sido... Sí, cada 10 minutos... No, cada 15, 20 minutos. Una decisión cada sección. No. En una sección me han metido 3 decisiones seguidas, y... Joder. Joder, cómo las he sentido. Joder. Y bueno, lo dejamos para el siguiente episodio, Y bueno, Johnson. La verdad que el episodio que viene, no sé si era... No, creo que era el episodio 3, el cual me parecía más emocionante, tío. Creo que sí, creo que era el 3. Pero bueno, vamos a dejarlo por aquí. Espero que os haya gustado, chavales. Si sí, dejar fuerte el like y nos vemos el próximo. Chao, chao.